Hello children, so today we are going to start the new topic. The name of the topic is respiration. We have studied that there are four type of life processes: nutrition, respiration, transport and excretion. Out of that, nutrition we already finished. We have studied nutrition in general, what it is and what are the type of nutrition, what are the mode of nutrition, how the nutrition take place in unicellular organisms like amoeba, and how nutrition take place in plants and in animals like human beings. So we had quite a good lot of sentence on the nutrition, and we have finished somewhere about more than 8 or 9 lectures. So today we are going to start respiration. Respiration is one of the very basic activity. One of the very basic activity. Whenever we want to see someone is alive or not, what we do, we first we just look whether the chest is moving or not. The movement of the chest, that is the chest going up and down, give us an idea that somebody is breathing. And the breathing is one of the sign of respiration. Of course, breathing and respiration are two different things. Breathing is only a part of respiration. Breathing is not equated with the respiration. You cannot say that taking in of air and giving out of air is respiration, or taking in of oxygen, which we can never take, and taking in giving out of carbon dioxide, which we cannot give, because we don't have any filter here. Had it been so easy to take in oxygen, nowadays you see how people are dying because of the lack of oxygen. Oxygen cylinders are not available. Had it been so easy that our nose could have taken only oxygen in, so there would have not been any problem on it. So we are taking oxygen rich air and we are giving out carbon dioxide rich air, or oxygen less, but the low oxygen air. Okay, but I said respiration is a very complex process which include 3 steps. That is, first is inhalation and exhalation, which is generally known as breathing. Second, the transport of gases, because the gases are taken in from the nose, it goes into the lungs, but it is used in all the part of the body: hands, legs, eyes, nose, heart and liver. Everywhere oxygen is rich. Now how this oxygen from the lungs will go to the each and every part, and how carbon dioxide from collected from all these parts will reach to the lungs. So that is the second part, that is the transport. And the third is the most important part, where the oxidation of food take place and energy is released. Respiration is all about releasing energy. This energy which was stored by the plants into the organic molecules. We have studied that photosynthesis is a process in which carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, water from the soil are joined together or combined together in presence of the light energy. Okay, so in fact, the glucose molecule and other molecule which plant can produce out of the process of photosynthesis, that is actually storing the energy which they have captured from the sunlight. And respiration is just a process in which we are removing that energy and using it for the various activity, whether I am seeing, whether I am talking, whether you are listening, whether you are touching, moving your hands, heart is beating, and whatever, body temperature is maintained. All these things require energy, and ultimately all this energy comes from the oxidation of food. So now you must also know, knowing that what is meant by oxidation. That is, in general, not always, oxidation is a process of combining oxygen with something. So when something combines with oxygen, it releases energy. I'll give you a simple example. That is, whenever you burn paper, whenever you burn coal, whenever you are burning methane, whenever you are burning CNG in your home, burning is a type of oxidation. Not all oxidation is not only about burning, but it's a type of oxidation. So whenever something is burned, the oxidation is taking place. Okay, and that oxidation is releasing energy. That energy is being used by the various activities. So whenever we are burning our food in the cells, now burning means it is not always release of fire. Okay, so the burning, that is oxidation, that releases energy, and we got a special molecule which is called which is known as energy currency, that is ATP. So this energy which is released will go and stored in ATP. Then wherever we require any kind of work to be carried out in the body, may it be seeing, may it be hearing, may it be looking, may it be breathing, may it be movement of the heart, maybe talking, maybe any kind of work, the energy is required. That energy is ultimately made available by ATP. Okay, so that's all about in a broad sense what the respiration is. Let us talk about respiration in a little more detail. So for that, let me share a PPT. So this is the PPT, and see, respiration is the defined. How will you define respiration? Respiration is defined as follows. It is a process in which body oxidizes food to obtain energy. Oxidizes food to obtain energy. Now, oxidation, as I said, is that is in simple word you can say that is it's just like burning, or you can say that the addition of oxygen. So whenever food is oxidized, energy is released. So in other words, we can say respiration. In respiration, living beings can remove chemical energy of food for the various vital activities of by oxidation of food. Okay? Energy is there. Energy is there, and we are just converting. Okay. Okay. Let us talk about this micro SD card. SD card, pen card. In all these, what we got? We got some small memory cards, and in which we are storing some information. These information can use only by your computer, your mobile, or your electronic device. Suppose you want to read it, what is in it, whether you want to get or conveyed by this messages that what is in it. So what you have to do is you have to use appropriate method. You will have to use appropriate device. You cannot simply put it into your brain or in your keep it in your hand and you'll get the information. So the process by which you are retrieving the message, retrieving the information, retrieving the thing which is there, that is something that electronic device, and you have to have a particular software. Similarly, in our body, the carbohydrate has got energy, glucose has got energy, fat has got energy, protein has got energy, maybe DNA and RNA also got energy. Now these energy we want to remove, and for that we have a process. We have got certain cell organelle which are carrying out this process. We cannot simply use that energy which is there in the glucose. We cannot simply use that energy which is there in the fats or lipids or carbohydrates or some other substance. Like, well, we cannot use that information which is there in the pen drive. They may have a number of information. It may have some songs. It may have some PDF. It may have some Microsoft file. It may have some. It may have some other videos, etc. But if you want to really make use of it, you have to have a particular program. Okay. So in our body also, that is whatever energy is there, energy is certainly there in the glucose, carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, minerals. Not in minerals, not in vitamin, but sorry. Sorry, video बर्बाद हो गया. Anyway, so that energy has to be retrieved. That energy is to be removed. So respiration is a method to remove that energy and convert it into a form which we can use. Take another analogy. Suppose you got one uncle who is working in states, and when he comes, while going जाते जाते वो आपको एक $50 दे जाए. For him $50 is nothing. आपको $50. And when you calculated $1 is about 74 or 75 rupees, तो आपने कहा यार तो बहुत रुपये है. ठीक है. So it's a huge cash. And you simply go to any mall and you buy some item which is equivalent to the value of $75, and then finally you pay him $50, sorry, $50. तो वो $50 ले लेगा क्या आपसे? ले लेगा क्या? 99.9% chance he is not taking. भाई साहब ये क्या? What you are giving? I need cash, or give me cards, or give me any of the those payment devices which method which we got. ठीक है, वो डॉलर एक्सेप्ट नहीं करने वाला. नाउ व्हाट यू हैव टू डू विद द डॉलर, दैट मींस द डॉलर इज नॉट अ वेस्ट डॉलर हैज सम वैल्यू. नाउ व्हाट, हाउ विल यू गेट दैट वैल्यू? फॉर दैट you will have to go to a bank, or you will have to go to a post office, or you will have to go some agency like Western Union or somewhere. There you have to give it with the proper documentation, and then they will give you cash. Similarly, the glucose which has got energy will have to be taken to the mitochondria, वो हमारा पोस्ट ऑफिस या बैंक जो भी है, and that will use it with some enzymes and all, and it will give you cash. I think this is the most clear explanation of respiration. The first two processes which are written here, that is respiration, is completed in 3-step: breathing, transport of gases, and oxidation of food. Out of that, energy comes only in the oxidation of food. Breathing and transport are energy spending process. For that also you require energy from the oxidation. पहले कभी oxidation हुआ था, उससे ATP बने, that will be used for breathing, and that will be used for the transport of gases. Let us talk about breathing. What is breathing? Breathing is exchange of gases. How it is done? At the nose. How the lungs? How it is done? That is, we are taking the air in, okay, and it will go into the lungs, and then the blood capillaries will surround the blood alveoli and all, lungs alveoli, and the gases will be exchanged between them. So how is it done? The process of obtaining oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide into the from the atmosphere in an organism. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आकर के हम ऑक्सीजन ही अंदर लेंगे. Into the blood we'll take only oxygen, we'll not take carbon dioxide, we'll not take any other thing, and carbon dioxide will. Now it is the exchange of gases between the body and the external air, the physical process in which the energy is not produced, rather energy is spent. In this process, simply air is taken in from the taken in, and oxygen is used from here. Right from the childhood we were reading that oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide. अरे कहाँ से लेंगे हम oxygen? We take air in, and from that the oxygen will be separated in the blood, okay, blood capillaries. Breathing is done by different organs. Let us talk about the organs. कौन से हैं organs वो, है ना? दूसरा step क्या है यहाँ पे? Okay, now दूसरा step है transport of gases. How the transport of gases? There are two places where the transport of gases require. The gases are taken into the lungs, and from here it will go to the each and every part. Body में बहुत सारे parts हैं. You can see yourself, and you can find out that what all parts are there. Hands are there, legs are there, skin is there, heart is there, lungs is there, brain is there. है ना? Do lung cells require respiration? Yes. Where do respiration take place? Everywhere. Okay. So transport वहां तक करना, and from there the carbon dioxide is brought back to the lungs, so that from there it can be given out. And the third step is oxidation. We will study about them in little detail. But oxidation of food again is of two types. That is aerobic oxidation and anaerobic oxidation. Aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Okay, let us talk about the exchange of gases, but the organs of exchange of gases in the various organisms. ठीक है, जैसे हमारे में रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम है, प्लांट में क्या होता है? डू प्लांट हैव रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम? Do plant have a respiratory system? Of course, we are not seeing. So in plant, gas exchange is done only by diffusion. और कौन करेंगे? Through root hair in the roots, through stem hair that is in the stem, and the stem has also got minute pores. They are called lenticels, and stomata in case of leaves. These are the sites from where the gases are taken in and given out, and that is mainly by a process of diffusion. Now, it can be possible for the plants. Why? Because the plants are not very active, first of all. Secondly, more than 50% of the plant body is made up of dead cells. We have studied all the sclerenchyma are dead, cork is dead. Then we have studied that xylem, all trachea, tracheids and vessels, all are dead. Then phloem, that is sieve tubes, they are also. Oh, no. So many parts, and they are making the bulk of a plant. So what they require energy? They don't require energy. That is why they require gases only. And moreover, they produce energy during photosynthesis directly. This can be used. So they are not very much dependent on the respiration for the energy required. And that is why this small things which are there, that can be suffice for them, that can be sufficient for them. It is not with the same with the animals. Let us see now animals kya kya hai. The breathing organs and the various organs are as follows. The breathing means the exchange of gases. तो हम उनकी बात कर रहे हैं. Some of the organisms and their organs are given here. Like जनरल सरफेस से किस किस में निकलेगा. दे डू नॉट रिक्वायर एनी स्पेसिफिक ऑर्गन. दैट जनरल बॉडी सरफेस इज इनफ फॉर देयर एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस. कौन? अमीबा, पैरामीशियम, हाइड्रा, आर्थ्रोपोड. दे डोंट रिक्वायर एनी ऑर्गन. देन गिल्स किस में मिलेंगे? प्रॉन्स में, स्नेल्स में, स्टारफिश में, फिश में, एक्सेट्रा. दैट इज प्रॉन्स आर क्रस्टेशियंस, आर्थ्रोपोड, स्नेल्स आर मोलस्क, स्टारफिश एकाइनोडर्मेट्स, फिश एम्फीबिया, फिश स्पीसीज. ओके, ट्रैकियल सिस्टम किस में मिल रहा है? इंसेक्ट्स में. फ्रॉग आर द यूनिक ऑर्गेनिज्म जो 3 अलग अलग तरीके से कर सकते हैं रेस्पिरेशन, ब्रीदिंग. कैसे? देखो, बक्कोफेरिंजियल, दे आर वेरी आलसी. You might have seen frog sitting like this, and it is taking the air into the nose, filling it in the mouth, not taking it inside the lung and giving out from it. So exchange is taking place only and only in the mouth. That is called buccopharyngeal. At the same time, the moist skin of the frog also help in the exchange of gases. Okay? We don't have moist skin. Fish have moist skin, but that is covered by scales. Fish, frogs doesn't have any scale-like structure, so they got smooth skin, which is moist. So through that also exchange of gases can take place. Such type of exchange is called subcutaneous or cutaneous, you can say. And the third one is lungs. Frogs have got lungs. So only when they are vigorously running, आप उसके पीछे पड़ गए, वो भाग रहा है, in that case they require lungs to be breathing. Otherwise उनका काम हो जाए. Now lungs are the organ of exchange in the frogs, snakes, turtle, crocodile, birds, man, whale, and other mammals, etc. तो अब कौन कौन आए इसमें? All the amphibians, all the reptiles, all the birds, and all the mammals. So they have got lungs. Lungs are found in those animals which are living on land. Now you will find sir crocodile तो पानी में रह रहा है और sir whale तो पानी में रह रही है. So they may live in water, but for breathing they are coming out because they were the animals which are adapted to live on land. पर इनका मन नहीं लगा है, वापस चले गए पानी में. ठीक है? They did not get their proper food in water on land, so they switched to water. ठीक है? तो ये हो गए. Okay. So all the above shown organs are meant for exchange of gases, and these serve as a large surface area. अभी इस सब की जरूरत क्या पड़ी? Why lungs are required? Why gills are required? What is the need of tracheal system? Why skin is not sufficient? Why amoeba, when amoeba can breathe through the moist skin or through the general surface area, why not we? So that was a question which in the previous class question answer I was explaining. I said our body is very complex. And not all organs are exposing to the skin or directly exposed to the atmosphere. So they require huge amount of. Now our muscles are very active. Now you might have seen in the National Geographic, some animal is running and uske piche piche sher dogora cheetah dod raha, and they are running. So when running, they require huge amount of input. सीधी सी बात है, when you drive a scooter at the full speed, you consume more petrol than the normal case. जब आप आराम से चल रहे हो, every vehicle has got a eco zone which is somewhere about 30 to 50 kilometer. So अगर आपकी speed 30 kilometer, 40 kilometer, you get the maximum average. But at the same time, you drive that same vehicle at the 80 kilometer, 100 kilometer, naturally आपका पेट्रोल तो धर्र खत्म हो जाएगा. Similarly, what energy we require more energy when so ये सारी चीजें जो है हम तो उसके केस में क्या, we require more energy means more oxygen required for oxidation of food. So more oxygen मतलब आपका ये जो general surface area that will not suffice. ठीक है? So that is why large surface area. If we talk about human lungs, their surface area is somewhere about 80 to 100 square meters, whereas the body surface area is nearly 2 square meters. मैं 6 फीट का बनता हूँ तो 3 फीट को एक मान लीजिए और यहाँ से लपेट लिया, दैट में भी तो 1 into 1 मीटर ऊपर का आधा हो गया और नीचे का आधा, तो ऐसे मान लीजिए 2 स्क्वायर मीटर, जनरल एस्टिमेट, रफ एस्टिमेट. In compared to that, the lungs are having surface area somewhere about 80 square meter to 100 square meter. That is far more than the एक्चुअल डिस्टेंस। सो गैस ऑफ एक्सचेंज के लिए क्या लार्जर सरफेस एरिया चाहिए, तो लार्जर सरफेस एरिया ऐसे आएंगे। नाउ गिल्स आर मेंट फॉर एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस इन द aquatic organisms which are living in the water, and they draw the oxygen from the dissolve in the water from water into their body, whereas those which are living on land उनमें तो lungs होते हैं। Now let us see about जो मेरे को मेन कराना था करा दिया, बाकी नोट्स हैं आप देख लीजिए। Organs of respiration in human being. Human beings are very complex. So if you see in the further next slide, you can see the organs. The nose are there, nasal tract is there, the pharynx are there, then the mouth, then the trachea is there, then the bronchi is there. ये trachea है, and trachea के बाद these are bronchi, then these are bronchioles, and then bronchiole के बाद alveoli, and then they are found in the lungs. You can see the diagram from NCERT book. तो ये organ है, कान, nose का opening nostrils, then nasal tract, these are the passage that is called nasal tract, then pharynx mouth के अंदर, then trachea here, then bronchi here, it divides into two, one to left and one to right, then bronchioles, further minute tubes which are formed, they are called bronchioles, and then each of that will open into air sacs, ठीक है, and they all together forms lungs. Okay, let us study about them one by one. Nose क्या होते हैं? Nose क्या है? Nose ब्यूटिफिकेशन के लिए, सुंदरता के लिए नहीं जी नहीं। नोज चश्मा टिकाने के लिए। नोज किस लिए? अगर नोज नहीं होता आदि पोल्यूशन तो अंधी होती, बिकॉज वो कहाँ चश्मा, नहीं नहीं सब ये सारी बातें नहीं। नोज नहीं होता रामायण छोड़ी हटाइए। नोज किस लिए? नोज इज लॉन्ग ऑर्गन विच सर्व द फोर इंपॉर्टेंट फंक्शन। क्या क्या लिखा है देखिए। पहला, व्हेन द एयर पासेस फ्रॉम इट, देन हियर आर देन क्या कहते हैं वो the smell detecting cells which detect the smell. गुलाब की खुशबू, बढ़िया खाने की खुशबू, किसी मरे जानवर की बदबू, how you get when the air comes into your nose. So first function. Second, the गर्मियाँ आ गई. After some days, the temperature will go in Kota somewhere about 45-48 degrees Celsius. Outside temperature is so high. And winters, most of the European countries, where temperature go as low as -5, -10, -16, 8, 9, 10 डिग्री से कोटा में भी हो जाता है, 3, 4 भी हो जाते हैं रात में। सो 3 डिग्री की हवा अंदर जाएगी तो इट में फ्रीज आवर लंग्स। -10 वाली हवा अंदर गई तो पापड़ बन जाएगा हमारा लंग्स, ऐसे कड़क हो जाएंगे एकदम, ठीक है। देन नीदर इट विल एक्सपैंड नॉर इट विल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। और ज्यादा गर्म हो रहे हैं 45, 48 तो हमारा लंग्स सूख जाएगा बिल्कुल, ठीक है। तो टू प्रिवेंट इट from the extremities of the temperature, such a long passage is given so that by the time air passes through these tunnels, these tracts, its temperature lowers, ठीक है। Second, third function क्या है? It maintains the moisture content. And fourth, it has got number of hair and the other mucus and all which trap all the dust particles and microbes present in it. Nowadays तो कोरोना काल है, आप समझते ही हैं, और अपने सबने मास्क लगा रखे हैं, है ना, so that no unwanted microbes etc can enter in the ठीक है। तो हमने ये लगा लिया। That's all for today, children. Tomorrow on we'll study pharynx onwards. Good day, children. Enjoy your day and keep watching and studying. Good day.